Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Down. We're waiting. Check 43. 29. Switch. Raider 2.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Alert 3. Raider 2.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Get down. We're waiting. Right down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now here comes Kansas City. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run with Muhammad. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
24. Raider 2.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Right down. You got 56 there.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in. And
he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Hey, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
29.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, 734. 694. 618.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, Mahomes. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
29.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. The point after is good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ace! Slow! Z! Left!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go Chief.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
93.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing now is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Monday down. Low, low, low.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders are back within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ace, ace. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Ace, ace.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big win. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Caught here by Conley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Back to throw. Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
694.
back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.